Like, oh my god, YouTube, I swear to god. Hey everyone, how's it going? Give me 1 second while I start up Twitch. Twitch is starting as well. It's been a week. And we are at a very normal stream time compared to our regular schedule. Because it's 7:30 in the morning for me. Which means that basically all of Europe should be asleep right now. But if you are here, then welcome still. Give me a second. I need to enable chat as well. Is it going? I have no idea. If someone could type something in chat, that would be swag. So I can figure out if chat works. Like that pop-up thing here. Or I'll just do it myself. Okay, no, it works. Thanks, Proxy Duck. You're the real man. You got it. So the plan for today is simple. We're going to go through this, and we're going to look at some of the games. We're going to talk a bit about it, and all of that. And we're going to go through this. But before that, I want to talk about our latest spicy video. Because I don't know if you noticed, this video has like half the views, even less than the previous video. And this is, I would say, a normal view to comment ratio. The comments have been kind of insane on like my most recent video. And I think part of it is because of the title. I can't blame myself. Game development for the, or game design for the lowest common denominator. Oh, thanks Alessandro for the sub as well. This title was so good. I know it's kind of like rage baity, but I just loved it. So that's why I stuck to it. What I actually even, let me see if I can find it. I felt very uncertain about this because I knew this was gonna happen. Let me find my history with Thomas. So, let me snip so I don't dox ourselves. This is what I like sent him like right before the video went live. I'm like, oh, if the video tonight does worse than a 7 out of 10, so it's like one of our 3 worst performing videos in a while, after 2 or 3 hours, then please change to like how we're designing games for a broader audience, because the title is a bit unique. And then it's like, okay, yeah, this is kind of a weird one indeed. But I think overall, it's fine. The surprising thing is the like-dislike ratio is pretty normal still, maybe like 1% lower. But my god, the comments, like, one hand hates me, and the other hand, like, loves me, basically. Like, people are like, good hard games are fun. You missed the point of the game. So yeah, I have never tried Roblox Studio Georgi, and I don't think we're gonna do that. So yeah, you have like the people who actually watch the video. Shout out Adric God is like, yeah, rest in peace your inbox. And then you have the people who see that like first immediate, what is it? That first like 1 minute or something, or like, oh, the average IQ is only 100, and then people got very salty. There was like this one comment, I don't know if I'm gonna find it, where like basically someone put that comment before he actually wrote, like saw the entire video, and then like replied to himself like, yeah, this point 13 minutes into the video is basically what I said. I don't think I'm gonna find it. But yeah, I think it was a good video to make. I think it has a lot of valuable points. I am not apologizing for this. Also, I am gonna say face game dev if you do watch this. If you ever start a comment with not trying to be mean or no offense, I will hate you for the rest of eternity. Just tell you. Just tell me it. Don't try to hide it. Unit N7 a jinx. What? Why are you not sleeping? Because it is 7:34 where I'm at. I just had a beautiful night's sleep. My girlfriend just left for work, which means that I'm going to be live streaming. So that's it. So yeah, hi Bean Juice as well. And yeah, I feel like the UK and the EU, like time Belgium, it's going to be like, yeah, past midnight. You guys should have been asleep now, but thank you for tuning in if you are. I guess it's a Saturday still for you, so maybe that makes sense. Anyways, we're gonna head back to what this stream is actually about, and that is improving games. In any case, I'm just honest, boss from Netherlands. The Dutch people just, I don't feel like you say I'm honest. You just say this is dumb, kill yourself. Okay, maybe sometimes the kill yourself part as well. So yeah. Roast my Steam page, Assassin's Arena. I feel like you've done this at other points. Let's take a look. Just for you, I normally don't like to skip the queue, but just for you, I'll do this. Assassin's Arena. Oh, wait, you submitted for Next Fest, I think, as well, right? You're participating in the Next Fest stream with this game, I think, because I saw this pass by. I'm gonna shout this out actually once again quickly. There's a Google Forms. I'm just gonna drop the link in chat once again. If you're participating in Steam Next Fest, oh, we got 27 answers by now. Yeah, Assassin's Arena. This is where I saw it. I looked at it before. You can submit your demos, and then we'll play them throughout the entire Next Fest basically. If you want to find the link, it's on our YouTube. Come on. And then we go to posts. And then here, the latest post, like June Next Fest is coming closer. There's a Google form link here. I'll drop it in chat just for you guys as well. So if you're participating in this Steam Next Fest, otherwise, this one's not for you. But yeah, we got like some comments of when this live stream starts. The streams is just going to be at random points between June 9th and 16th. It's going to be me, or probably William is also going to do a cheeky solo stream in there because he also has a decent amount of game knowledge and can give some good advice as well. So if you haven't submitted for that, then feel free to do so. I think Next Fest also, these are always like fun things. Like Next Fest contains, I think this one was about 1,000 games that they said. So at least 3% of Bite Me's audience is participating in Next Fest. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, Assassin's Arena. My opinion on this is that it basically doesn't show me much gameplay. And this may be me as the developer. This feels like you just took like Cinti screenshots. Like asset grab, not asset grabs. Okay, I'm gonna give you this one for free. Are you sure you want to join Next Fest with this? I haven't played the demo. But the Steam page definitely doesn't... Oh, but you're gonna release this in June? Is this a game that you want to release? Yeah. Proxy Duck, you say it. I'm not gonna say it out loud because, my god, I've made people hate their lives for it. Like there's this great video that you clearly haven't watched from Cinti. Because I'm assuming you're using Unity. You just look up Cinti lighting and you watch this video. A quick post-processing guide for URP in Unity. Because this ain't it. Like, this feels brown. Wait, was there no trailer? There was. There was a cinematic trailer. Let's take a... Give me a second. Oh, no. Oh, that's my yard podcast that's starting. I actually just wanted to pause the music. Okay, we got the cinematic trailer. Looking at it. Okay, so we have a trailer. What's the goal? Wait, the dev was here, right? Echo. Dear Echo. What was the goal for this game? Because maybe I'm gonna be wrong. But I feel like this is not... Can I not write Assassin's Arena? Why? I feel like this is gonna be a relatively low number. Yeah, it is a low number. Is this like, I want to get my first game out there, Or is this like, I want to make a good game? Because I think if you want to just get the game out there because you want to release in June, which means that basically you're going to release in less than 2 weeks, unless you're planning on launching during the Steam summer sale, which is also not a good idea. This game needs a lot more time in the oven, I would say. In general, especially with that Next Fest coming up and then demo, like getting more visibility. You're going to get wishlists, but I don't think you're going to get a lot of sales from this. Because I think the trailer, the cinematic part at the start just can go away. I don't think this fits in the first 9 seconds. This just doesn't look confidence inspiring. Is that, oh, you get, like, this is like, we can see the mechanic here. I didn't even notice the first time I watched the trailer of, oh, I can swap like my outfit. So you can like kind of like Hitman style put on someone else's clothes. But you're not really showing much else of the gameplay except you running. And I feel like at that point you need to reevaluate what the goals are. Yeah, like classic low effort Cinti game feel. I think also like, you know, this is all like real time lighting and like, you know, the ground just like, you know, it doesn't look good. Let's try his demo. We're gonna try his demo. No, I should try his demo and then tell him probably to drop out of the next fest. But that's mean. God, guys, this is the first game I'm playing. We've been live for 12 minutes and I'm already telling a developer. Are those are pre-made maps from Cindy packages? I would bet money. I mean, we can probably figure this out. CindyStore.com. But yeah, I would assume Polygon Cindy pack. We're not gonna play Minecraft. Okay, so we're going to find an intersection. I'm gonna be the rainbow of Cinti asset packs. It's what I've decided to do with my life. Okay, so you have a demo. Is it a demo you can leave reviews for? I feel like nobody has played your demo yet. We'll have these cars here. They're probably going to be dynamic. Oh, thank you, Alessandro, as well, for the 5 gifted subs. I have something for you as a thank you, because it's an early morning. I have Monster, because I'm back in Japan. This is one that I had never seen before. Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. I'll give you the taste test if you give me 1 minute. And then you can head on over to go to sleep. Because I saw this, I was like, Thomas, do you know this? He didn't. It smells very artificial. Should have guessed. It was pretty good. Thank you very much, Alessandro. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Oh yeah, so we're going to rainbow this shit. And I feel like we already can tell. Okay, so I'm assuming the cars are going to be dynamic. I think this awning is going to be this one. Give me another city view. So we have this awning, we have the glass building. Okay, no, so you did change things. Like the pizza and cafe prefabs are gone. So I feel like you definitely did something. But I'm hard-pressed when you have visuals like this to believe that you made like custom levels entirely for this game. Like, maybe the road warning, because it's like kind of clipping. I don't have 3D things. Cars are hard as fuck to make. These are all assets. Or what do you mean cars? Car mechanics are hard as fuck to make. I can tell you that much. Is the dev for this still in the chat? I feel like the dev for this has like left at this point. Is like, I'm gonna release my game anyway. Well, fuck you. That's probably what he's thinking. But no, genuinely, I think this comes to the your games aren't good enough. I think, like, what is the skybox as well? Are we on Mars? Ah, okay, Echo, you're here. Do you get my vibe? What I'm going for, or am I just sounding like an immense asshole for you right now? Because if it's the latter one, please let me know. Because you definitely wouldn't be the first one to think that I'm a massive asshole. Um, yeah, I think, it's the classic example of another fan favorite viewer game, Monster Trucking, where you can release this. Oh, damn, he got 11 reviews still. But this is not going to be an amazing game. I think just the visual presentation, it matters. And you can make Cinti work, but you need to do more to make Cinti work. I think it's a game I pulled up last time as well, in terms of just the vibes and whatever. Then you look at games like this. This is surrounded. This is a Cinti asset pack game, but they just cranked everything up in terms of the post processing, and you can do a lot of this stuff really easily. I don't have the video for it anymore, but you just want to play with like lens flare, blur, bokeh, whatever, color profile, saturation, whatever. Watch that Cinti video, this one, and you're good basically. You can go from there. I don't even mind the more demo scenes and whatever. At least I made it published for the first time. So is that the goal? Like saying like, hey, I have a game on Steam? Because in that case, yeah, okay, you can release it in June. But I think if you're like, I'm going to start my game dev studio and I'm going to pay my accountant and whatever. And I don't think this is going to be a big money game. If you do it for the love of the game, yeah, maybe. But I think if this is a game you're asking $5 for or whatever, it's going to be harder. Because you can come away with like kind of shitty Cinti assets as well, like Clownfield 2040. Come on, Clownfields 2042. But here it's like the gameplay was still there, and it's also priced at 99 cents. But yeah, if you're doing 99 cents, it's like you're not getting a lot. Like if your game is $1, you can get away with visuals like this. And even this feels like it has. No, actually, I don't think it has more post-processing in it. I would sell that multiplayer game with an option multi-pack deal. Multi-pack deals don't exist anymore for Steam. They phased them out like 7 years ago. It used to be like, for example, you could buy 2 copies of Don't Starve together, like one, and then immediately get a gift as well. But that's not available anymore. Does this game have a map editor? So people are pulling up Perfect Heist. I feel like Perfect Heist is a bit different. Oh no. So this is a cops versus robbers style game. But also, once again, lighting and post-processing is way higher quality. Similar to like One-Armed Robber, I think. Oh, these are even free games. These are also Cinti assets using like similar asset packs, but the vibes and the feel of these games are way, way better. So yeah. I would reconsider, honestly, because you only get one Steam Next Fest. Ask yourself, do I want to keep working on this game for a longer time, or kind of do I just want to kick it out of the door and move on with it? If that's the case, then yeah, do the Next Fest and release it. But I think definitely take some learnings of the visuals and whatever for the next game. I feel like you turned up the saturation of this, like these screenshots at least. So you've done some processing. So it's because the post-processing made it look ugly? No, I think the post-processing is just not enough. As the main thing I would say. And I think the second problem this game has is clearly explaining through the screenshots what the gameplay is going to be like. Because you're just standing around and waving, and always we have the E to interact most of the time. And it makes it very hard for me to see what this game is supposed to be purely from the screenshots. I don't think you need to upgrade to HDRP. I think HDRP upgrades are not needed here. But I think also like visuals is one thing. I think the second thing is just explaining what this game is going to be to someone. Because a lot of people who do Steam Next Fest will not play your demo. You just get more visibility and they will look at the Steam page and then wishlist it. I think there's only like a 10 or 20% overlap between people who play the demo and wishlist the game or like viewed your Steam page. A lot of people only play demos and don't wishlist, or a lot of people also just only wishlist games and don't even try the demos. They look, does this game look cool? And I think it's pretty hard here when you're just clicking through the screenshots to see what this game is. So that's basically what I would do. Also, I would, this is already kind of more of a meta thing or like small thing. I would, because you clearly have different environments. Like also the lighting is very different in this pirate scene, for example, versus like these scenes. Like here, everything is like a very desaturated yellow, maybe also because of the ground. And then here, it looks pretty okay, like this city level. It's not perfect, but this is 10 times better than this. This looks like default. I import this into Unity assets. Yeah, the trailer also has some stuff. So that's what I mean. Like the next fest starts in 2 days. I don't know how much you can salvage of this in 2 days, basically. We'll see. I wouldn't blame you if you pull out of the next fest. I wouldn't blame you either if you're like, fuck it, we ball. Is this the first game you've made? Yeah, it's the first game you made. Got the demo. It's like, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. This is what happens, I guess, when you are like, please roast my Steam page. And then I took that literally. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, one person figured out. Oh, Tangled Crisis. We're back. Long sleeved games. I'm gonna take a look at this. This is one that I got in. Can I bring my $100 back? Oh, you mean like recoup it? If you're awesome, can I earn $100 with this game? Wait, where is it? Where's my Steam? Does it mean, oh, I'm gonna reach $1,000 so I get $100 recoup, or do you mean I just want to earn $100 from this game? Depends on what you price. Probably you could convince enough people if it's like priced sub 5 to maybe reach that point. But I think if this game doesn't get like, I keep saying this and some people are like, oh, this is cap. Get the 10 reviews, find friends or whatever to buy the game and review it on launch day, because then you get the discovery queue bump as well. Yeah, we don't know, of course, Nash fan, is the game fun? I don't know, honestly. Or should we just play this game, guys? Like, 2 to 8 players. Does this mean that like you guys can tune in as well and we can just live play this? Or would this be like too soul crushing for the developer if we then all say meh? Oh, if you pull the game down, then you don't get Steam credits back for like turning off or like being like, I'm gonna take the store page down. Yeah, if there's no streamer coverage. I think what's also kind of missing is like an actual date. Because now you say June 2025, we're so close. I would put a date on the Steam page as well if you're gonna release this. Okay. We'll install this. Guys, if anyone wants to join me, the game is called Assassin's Arena. And I'm gonna see if I can download it in the meantime, and then we'll play it. In the meantime, I am quickly going to... This was a question I got yesterday. Marnix, please tell us how to do the YouTube game picture or link your video. So what the guy means, if my PC wants to cooperate, it's kind of being annoying, is if you like look up, go to anomaly topic, how you get this thing, which is basically a YouTube auto-generated channel where you can upload your own custom art and it's like all combined. I made a video about this that performed miserably. but I think is a really good one. It's like how to get it on Twitch and on YouTube, and the email address for it. I'm gonna see. I should be able to find it back pretty quickly. It's a really good thing, guys. If you haven't done so for your games, it does help with like tracking. Here, listing your game. 3K views, squashed between 19,000 views and 11,000 views. This video really didn't perform, even though it's probably one of the more valuable. Like, people could probably charge you money for these kinds of videos that we've made. Yeah, YouTube gaming destination at google.com. And then formats required are explained in the video. Let's go. Is my demo downloaded in the meantime? No, I didn't download it yet. Steam is a beautiful application. Hi, Sean. Yeah, especially you, Grot, you need to do it right now, because you have a game that is streamer focused. Go and watch that video right now and like set up the IGDB, because also for Twitch, it's very important. And then for YouTube, it's just handy for yourself as well. But especially for Twitch, it's really important tracking-wise. Okay, we downloaded it. Assassin's Arena demo. Are we gonna be able to play this? I should be able to hop here. It's very loud. I'm in Asia is the problem. I'll go US, so it'll be a little bit laggy, but I assume most of the people here will be US based. This is a friendly request. When you make games, make all the defaults 50%. Because you started the game, or like, I started the game and my ears got blasted, which is suboptimal. Just start all your games like 50% volume everywhere, and then go from there. The UI is nice, guys. This is the power of asset packs. Need to apply. Yeah, I'm gonna cap 60. I'm gonna put this to medium high. Confirm. Oh, did the game just crash? What did I fuck up? Huh? I feel like I just exit. Did I exit the game? No. Okay. I have no idea if it crashed or not. I go to settings. Oh. No. Exit. Confirm. This is miserable UX. It's for exit game. Yeah, but it also shows up when I press escape. If I wanna... I think this is a UX. Guys, I'm not crazy and like stupid for this, right? This is normal behavior that I click the X. Oh, I should probably I just wanted to go home. I had to click the home button here. That's the problem. I see. That this action cannot be undone feels very weird. I would rename this to, are you sure you want to quit the game? Instead of exit, because it made me feel like I just exit, you know, the window or something. I'm gonna host. I guess you guys can see the room code. I don't know how long I'm gonna wait with this. I don't know if anyone will join. We have City, Battle Arena, Pirates, and Western. Because yeah, this image is not from the game, I feel. but it's from like the Unity asset store, like Cinti default images as well. Give it a second. I'm on the US server as well. I don't know if that matters or not for other people. Calming music at least. Sort of 3D Among Us with NPCs. Every player is both a hunter and a target. Oh, you have elimination. And others, limit others by staying disguised and avoiding detection. The room does not exist. Are you guys on the US zone? People cannot join. Okay, that's awkward, I guess, for developer. I'm very sorry for everyone who wanted to join, I guess. Please tell me, I'm assuming this is a Unity game, you have Unity Analytics or something set up so you can see why things go wrong. In the meantime, for people who are like, oh, this UI looks pretty cool, you can get this UI yourself as well. It's a Unity asset pack, and that's it. I am in US. Okay, so there is just problems. Or do you need to like do some lobby stuff or something? I have no idea. I guess we're gonna try out the game ourselves. Wait, I can't press the start button. Can I play this game? Like you see these two, they light up. And this one just do nothing. Let's go quick match. Oh, maybe this will work. Oh, it's 2-8, yeah. No, I thought it said it at single player as well, no? Yeah. Here, it's like either single player or online with 2-8 players. 3 people in your lobby. Okay, so maybe... What's your lobby speaker? Can I join yours? What's your room code? Wait, how do people join you? IR1G6. Confirm. This room does not exist. Why do you guys have different WKSP3? This room does not exist. Maybe the network settings are specific. Yeah. No settings here in terms of it. And I like my regions. Does this change? WKSP3? No. I was in the, I think we all chose US, right? Yeah, I was in US. Doesn't exist. What was the other one? R6, IR1, G6. Nope. I feel like this is kind of painful to watch as the developer, I guess. I'm just gonna play single player. I'm very sorry, Construct and Speaker and things like that. If you want to play together, feel free. But I feel like we're not gonna be able. This is anti-streamer mode. I'll try 9SS. No, I don't want to host. Join 9SSCC. Oh, it's taking longer now. Yes. Let's go. Developer knows everything. Can you hop in again, Construct? Oh, I need to ready. Oh, the cute loop. The music doesn't loop. Aw, you should make the music looping, because now it's very silent. Oh, but I guess you guys can cheat, because you can see what I am. Is there just... The game has no ambient sound effects. It also has a very cramped FOV, I would say. I feel like the camera needs some love. So what am I supposed to do? I can just kill this dude. Oh, he's a hippie. I'm gonna kill the hippie. Come here. And then I can swap with him. Yeah. Is this GTA 6? Come here, I want to kill you. No, wait. Okay, people do run as well. Okay, so I have these targets, but they look to be underground. She was underground. Oh, interact. Huh? It's random player. The only thing... No idea, honestly. Does this also not have any control settings? Yeah, it doesn't. This needs, like, a sensitivity. This needs background music. Speaker executed NPC. Exposed random player for night shade. Okay, so we're just killing people now. Oh, I see. You executed Marnix. I feel like I didn't execute. And now... Okay. I feel like this ain't it, Chief. We can go to lobby or... Like, there is no... Speaker is here as well. He played the game. Sorry, but I just know this game was not tested or anything. This was definitely... This game has a lot of issues, I think. Indeed. I feel like this is not the Next Fest Ready demo. Do you get XP for winning a match? Yeah, I feel like there's also no like meta progression or something, right? I would feel like you could have some like custom skins or characters because you have all of these Sinti characters anyways. Like movement feels very... I mean, the jittery may be because of the server networking. I think because it's a multiplayer game, you definitely want to have something like a ping counter or something as well. But also things like these objectives just don't make sense. What did I do? Like, I go here and I just dance? Is this the game? Sure. Because now I can immediately see... Oh, speaker killed the developer. I'll avenge... What? Yeah, it just says that I killed myself. I feel like the player names and things like that aren't synced either correctly, which I understand. We had similar issues with Unicycle Pizza Time. It's not easy to make multiplayer games, but I think this is not something that you should sell because this is just not there. Yeah, it always kill myself. Your location is exposed. Okay. So what are we doing now? What's the goal? We are team. Find and eliminate 2 targets. I feel like I eliminated both of them. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at this. Am I mean? Guys, I get so much shit always on like Reddit and whatever. Sure you want to exit. This action cannot be undone. But I think this is just if we wanna. It's that video of your games aren't good enough. Where this is just not a. This is not a game that should be on Steam. Because there doesn't feel like there's been a lot of love put into this game either. Because there's like the sound effects aren't there. Yeah. It's like you took a bunch of assets, you took a controller, you added a little one mechanic based two mechanics. You added a kill mechanic, which is kind of janky and like isn't properly synced over network. But there's no game design, I feel, with this. More just mechanics, I guess. I think there's no things like spectating, clear objectives. Because it's also you just go to random points on the map versus like if you were like, oh, we have certain points of interest, like go to the hot dog stand or whatever. Sound effects, music, like the opening music was pretty okay, but then the moment that the music dropped, the gameplay also suffered a lot, I would say as well. Interesting how the capsule is just a cop. So I have no audio anymore for some reason. It does feel like an asset flip. The UI comes from Cinti assets. All of the mechanics are from a pack too. Oh, are the mechanics from a pack? I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is a game that like you don't have to take the Steam page down. If you put effort into it, this could be a good game. I believe. Like, the idea could be there, but the execution right now just is very not there in a lot of ways. And the next phase is tomorrow. I don't think you can salvage this. So either you're like, fuck it, I don't like this game anyway, and I don't know, you just make something new and better, or you just, I don't know, like spend another 4 months on this and then join the the October Next Fest. You can still drop out and you won't lose your slot as long as the Next Fest hasn't started yet. Is that a demo scene? Yeah, I feel like most of these are demo scenes, which honestly I'm not even that offended by. They look all right. Like there's some alterations, but I think the demo scene is the worst of the problems. Like the capsule as well. I think the capsule is like, okay, is it kind of basic? Yeah, but I think it could work. Maybe like, yeah, it's a bit weird, but I think also it's like just the stark contrast between this like very, very vibrant saturated colors and then this, the first time that I looked at it. Colon line 5648. Has Bite Me thought of making multiplayer games? We haven't just thought about it, we've done so. Multiple times at this point. Unicycle Pizza Time is 1 to 4 player co-op. And then the next two games that we're working on, Age of Rot and Maid Cafe Simulator, are both going to be multiplayer games, 1 to 4 player as well. So yeah. It's just funny how all of this started with the dev just being like, oh, please roast my Steam page. Like 5 minutes into the stream. And now he has a death sentence on me. Because, like, also things like the naming stuff, that's why, like, I know that making multiplayer is just hard. Because, like, this color syncing. This took us, like, a week of development so that other people could see the right colors and things like that. Isn't UPT basically single player while you can see friends? No, you can interact with each other. Also, it's not just UPT. We had Magical Girl Guardians as well, which was multiplayer, and there was way more interaction, I guess. There were some issues with the multiplayer, and the multiplayer wasn't the reason we canceled it, but we don't mind multiplayer. I think we as a team do have the technical skill to make multiplayer, but there is an extra cost associated with making multiplayer game. The speaker's like, yeah, this game is not undercooked, it's raw. Well, I guess that is that. You can unlock checkpoints for your friends. Yeah, that was in a more recent update. Like, it's also the fun of seeing your friends fall and things like that in Unicycle Pizza Time. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep dragging on this guy's game, because we're already too horrible. I'm not gonna leave a review, because I don't think I can say good stuff. Oh, hi, Retro Game. Fuck no, what's the name? Shannon. That's it. Hi, Shannon. Enjoy your live stream as well. Just continue. Yeah, I think that's the best thing. Continue and make this a better game. And look at it, because like, you can make Cinti look good at the end of the day. Think we can go to the next one. Let's go. Okay. 2 new posts. It's my 1 minute trailer. Okay, I'm not gonna go full frame by frame because I didn't download this, but I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at your 1 minute trailer. If it uses copyrighted content, I will find you and like hate you. Okay, it's a rage as a streamer bait game, which I would say is my wheelhouse. I feel like my video playback encoding thing is very overloaded, actually. Okay, so first frame, prepare to fall. Okay. How many of the mistakes are you making here? Let me make this music a bit louder. So, why are we using a PNG clip art? Can't you just let a character fall? This is the Beaver Butt Studios. Why are we using an AI generated logo and putting this on like second 5 of the game when we haven't really seen a lot of Skibidi Toilet Fan 3448 in Twitch chat. This has to be a troll. No way it's real. Are we talking about this game? Avoid psychological warfare. Or face the fall. Okay, so first thing I can say is that this is a pretty low effort. Let's transform this guy. Okay, this is not a good shot. What is this, my dude? You could have just taken 3 levels, full screened them, and then swapped after 2 seconds of every clip. And then showed more. Because also the problem here now is like I'm reading this and this and this and everything is moving and I don't know what to focus on. I also feel like there's a terribly off-footage captured in engine. This doesn't make sense when you're making a game that looks like this. Because usually in-engine means that it's better. Super bouncy. Like, you show the level, but you don't show the gameplay enough. At all. If you can install the game, needs to be still balancing. Why does this feel like a corporate presentation? Okay. Nothing is explained to me in this game. I feel like this is an only upstart game, right? just what's the do they have a trailer? They do. Gameplay trailer. Fine. I don't know if this is an official one.
Oh, like, poor lost soul.
They start with voice lines, like voice acting, explaining what's going on. They immediately show the gameplay.
How fortunate. For I was growing bored.
You don't have that at all. We're also like prepared to fall. This feels weird. I don't, and like the clip art doesn't belong here. It kind of is off-putting. We are listening to Marnix can hear. What do you mean, Nashman? Oh wait, is my Spotify running? Whoops. Whoops. I was listening to the art apparently. Very, very silently. Also, these lower thirds, like there is no cohesive style. The best way I can say this is like this is a game or a trailer that looks like it was designed by a Fiverr trailer editor. But it's kind of a bad one and has no idea what a video game trailer is. And they're more used to like corporate videos or whatever. But I don't think this is a converting trailer at all. And like things like master platform and things like that, I don't feel like you need to explain these things. This is the core of your game. Same with like stuff like this. Just show the 3 shots in a row, I would say. This is a solid E tier trailer. Yeah, okay, you guys heard the boing sound effect as well. I don't think you need any of these cinematic shots because this game looks like a Godot game made in like Godot 3. And I don't think this looks like worthy of mentioning it's captured in engine because this is like not great. Games like the Witcher 4 like first announcement trailer or whatever, they can be like, oh, captured in engine, to be like, oh, this is gonna be a bit better in the trailer than in game. This does not look great at all. Yeah, visually it looks like a Unity 3.5. Yeah, it has a distinct vibe of like old school game engines when lighting technology wasn't great. Godot, hey, that's a loss on my bingo card. Except modern day Godot can make this game look better. I don't know what it is, but there's just something off about this. Yeah, no, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it, Keith, as you call it. This was on it. Hi, I'm working on a first-person dungeon crawler inspired by old games like Kingsfield. I'm just looking for general feedback on how the game feels to play and things like pacing. I'm not gonna play, I think. The dark. Okay. It has that vibe. I don't mind it. I would maybe just try a PSX style shader on top of this. I don't think it's needed. What's the game? It came out recently. Is it like Demon King or something? Demon Labyrinth of the Demon King. Kind of reminds me of this. Right? Would you say, dear developer, that like a game like this is kind of the vibe you want to go for? Because I feel like you can get here, but I feel like this has like some demake post processing, whereas this is more like traditional 3D high res, like full 1080p rendering, basically. That would kind of change. Capsule, I think someone else said it. Construct games, yeah. I can see the vibe for the game, but the capsule art turned me off. The trail would turn me off too. Okay, so we have a walking simulator because that's the only thing we're doing for the first 10 seconds. Okay, no, we have. There's no sound effects. I was going for the middle ground between that and like PS2. I would, but this is me personally, I would lean in more. Like, this is maybe already very extreme. Like, this is not like, oh, easy style. But I think closer towards this in terms of trailer. Please tell me this is not participating in this. I don't know if it's participating in Steam Next Fest. Like, your GIFs look really solid. This should be like, this clip should be in the trailer way earlier because this is cool stuff. I could see myself play this game, which is a big one for a lot of people. Like, I don't say that easily, I think. The capsule I would change. Probably you want to do something. Sunken City. Wait. Did you make a post once on our game dev? Let me see if I can find this. Because I feel like there was someone about this. Sunken City. Who was like, does this get too close to like Atlantis or whatever? I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe I am imagining stuff. No, no, no. I saw it. I found it. Yes, yes, yes. Let me pull this up. I see everything. You made like, should I change the name of my game? I guess the answer from this, since it's still called Sunken City, I would change it. I feel like the Sunken City also doesn't fully match the game. Because I feel like there's no water level or anything. The twist is a large focus. This is, I wouldn't put the twist is in your, like, this is what you would say to another game developer. This is not what you would say to your audience, I think. I feel like hack and slash could fit here. Dungeon crawler, exploration, hack and slash. Yeah, dark fantasy. I think tagging is fine. I think renaming this game would be the move. And then with that, making a new, better capsule that is not just a black, basically near black background with this font that is like way too long. If you have a game name that is this long, you want to put them on top of each other. You would have like the Sunken and then City underneath, maybe put City a bit in a bigger font size and then stylize it a little bit or something. But you don't want to have it on like one giant list, is what I would say. So yeah. Oh, it's going to be in the Steam Next Fest? Oof. Oof. My dude, you have 2 days. It's coming soon. Are you sure you want to participate in this Steam Next Fest? I feel like this is the trend of this video. Are you sure you want to participate in Steam Next? I feel like the game, honestly, gameplay-wise, looking at this, looks okay. And like looking at the demo trailer, because the gameplay itself feels smooth. I don't know if the lack of sound effects is because of the trailer. Because yeah, like Nashfan also says in Twitch, is like the GIFs look good, 100%. The GIFs is what sold me on this game. The screenshots, the capsule didn't. The GIFs did. The screenshots okay. Trailer is not good. Trailer is like a D tier, I would say. I think the music choice is also kind of odd. Capsule isn't good. This would need to be like the second part. Instead of just being the twist is, I would focus more on just like saying like, hey, there's pairing, foster gameplay, and all of that. You're also saying the same thing 2 times in a row, basically. Large focus on parrying, and then second sentence, you can parry. I guess it can never be negative, though. It can't be negative, but it can be a waste. Because let's say Kyle, my dear Kyle here, you participate in the Steam Next Fest, but the game is only going to come out end of this year, then it would probably be better to sit this one out, do a rework on some of the visuals. All the visuals, yeah, it could be fine. The capsule, all of that. I don't know how much of the game you've got done yet, basically. And then participate in like the October one, where you know that your game is gonna be peak. Because also like things like the name and whatever aren't great. Hi, Enochian Rexen in Twitch as well. Go for October. I mean, go for October only makes sense if you're not planning on releasing the game in like August or whatever. But since it's still on coming soon, it's kind of not the... I would put a date on this. Also, you're joining the Next Fest, but you're not localizing your game or your Steam pages. I think you don't need to localize the demo, but you should localize the Steam pages and check these boxes for the big game, because this way you're going to show up in the Next Fest discovery queues of the other languages as well. People from Germany will see your game, people from France, people from wherever, that they don't only speak English. So I would focus on that as well. It's like 70% done, but I only have small amounts of time to do it, so I don't want to commit to a date for the game. Yeah. Okay. You have like 36 hours, but you only have a small amount of time. The quickest win would be one, rewrite this. But you're never gonna get name chase approved in time anyway for this game, because you need to go through Steam support, which is like a week. So if you join the Nexus, it's going to be with the Sunken City, which I think I don't like the duh. And then Sunken City makes me think it's an underwater game, which it clearly isn't. I think having a name so similar could hurt discoverability. Yeah. Personally, when I saw this post the first time 12 days ago, I was like, this is a bad name. I'm gonna just say that. I don't have an immediately better name, but I would consider getting for something cooler. Maybe 2 words is my favorite. Like 2 words usually allows you to get unique style names still, but still be pretty short and easy to roll off the tongue. And then look into making a new capsule. Like this character is also like very flat, for example. Oh, yeah, Dangerous Bob is like, oh yeah, when I search his name, the Sunken City, you like probably auto-correct it. Yeah, I get the book. And this is like a lot of, like this is a relatively big book, 617 reviews. This is a lot of SEO fighting. It doesn't autocorrect though, at least. What happens if I YouTube search this? Do I then get good results? Oh, is this another game as well? I feel like the Sunken City and the Sinking City is indeed going to be very, very close. There's also a book, and there's apparently also a game, The Sinking City. I have never even heard of this game. But there's a 2 apparently coming out as well. I would change the name to something else. I don't have a great name for you right now. I'm sorry. It's based on the Innsmouth book by Lovecraft. Okay. I'm not that deep into the Lovecraftian lore and whatever. Because I think the game on its own could do well. I think if you go into Next Test, I'm assuming the demo won't be miserable. And I would gladly play this game on the Steam Next Fest demo streams. Absolutely. But I think we are missing like some of those things that would make it better. Like checking all of the language boxes here for like the main languages. Steam Heartlight Survey. Then you can, because at the end of the day, language. Like, you're only applying to 34, like, the Steam Next Fest, you will only get 40% of the results of, like, another game that does do localization. Because you will only show up for English queues. Whereas Russian, I feel like Russia would be a game that enjoys this style of game as well, because they, for some reason, love, like, dark, doomy style games like this as well. Usually what I do is, like, I go up to Polish, basically. Like, these languages, you just throw the entire store-page subscription in LLM. You can do this in an hour. And then suddenly you'll go from 40%, like less than 40% of total game coverage, language coverage, to more like 90. And that's a huge difference in terms of also how much reach you can have. Because there's a lot of games that may not appeal to English audiences. We've done that as well, but that have had good success because of localization. And I feel like if you're putting this much time and effort into making a game, you want to get as much out of it as possible. So I would do that. You need to also check these boxes, and then guess what? If it turns out that, hey, I can't localize my full game at the end of the day, then when you get closer to launch, you just uncheck some of the boxes again, and that's fine. Steam will otherwise not pause like your review, but for now, you will not get good data about which countries would be interested in it. If you put all of these languages in that I talk about here, and then by the end of the Steam Next Fest, you've gotten 2,000 wishlists or whatever, and then you can see, oh, like I got 50% of those wishlists from Russia. Yeah, then it starts probably being worth it to consider adding Russian localization to your game. So yeah, I feel like localizing the demo can still be important. I think localizing the demo is less important. It's not needed. You can do it, but I don't think, especially since we're 2 days before Next Fest, you should worry about that. You can do it, but it's not needed. A lot of demos are not localized. Brother, can you make a tier list about aspects of game development that most enjoyable to most tedious? I feel like I've done that. And when is the Next Fest, Loya? The Next Fest starts on June 9th. I think SteamDB actually has a countdown for it. Calendar? Sales? Like, they have a timer of when it starts. SteamDB. Next Fest. Summer sale here. In 2 days. From the 9th to 16th of June. Oh, the one after October one. It's under, like, you can find it here, upcoming Steam events. The Next Fest is going to be from October 13th to October 20th as well. Also, Craney, so about that tier list from aspects of game development, yeah, I think I've actually literally made that. The problem is that it's super subjective. It's going to be under tier list playlists. Tier lists. 14 tier lists already. Game of genre, game engines, features, revisiting, tier listing aspects of game development. Yeah. So I guess I didn't do the original one. But we have done that. The problem is that this is
the previous tier list
extremely subjective of, like, I love programming maybe, you maybe don't. So yeah, tier listing different parts of game development is going to be the video for Ukraine. Skibidi Toilet Fan 348. Have you had people complain about the translation when using AI? No, actually not. I think this was kind of a surprise even. Like, I've even had people say, like, this game has had good review, like good localization. Let me find it. There was a recent one on Kyoto Anomaly from a Korean. It's gonna be only my languages. Yeah, let's get rid of this. It was one of these. I'm gonna try this. Because I do like, no, it's not this one. This, also not gonna be this one. I think it's an older one. Yeah. Give me the Korean one. One of the Korean ones, and Koreans, they usually love shitting on AI. Or like on localizations, I feel. No, was it this? Not sure. Yeah, the anomalies are fun and the translation is good. This was AI generated. Now, we don't use PO edits. I use LLMs depending on the day of the week. I use like Gemini or ChatGPT to localize it, but you need to give it more context. I think some of the things that I do is like I tell it like 3 times in my prompt, do not translate, localize, and focus on doing like native sounding first, even if it means kind of changing up from the original English sentence, and like a whole bunch of other stuff basically. I feel like Google Translate definitely will fail at certain points. It also depends on the style of game you're making, of course. Like, so for Kyoto Anomalies localization, we have all of it in Excel. Like certain terms, like for example, the UI, like continue, credits, whatever, this is pretty standard. It's hard to mess these things up. The main thing that I was scared of is this, our dialogue voice lines. Because here it gets very easy to kind of mess up how certain things localize, especially here at the end. We have like some pretty long sentences that are like based on Aussie slang. And here it's like, okay, not amazing, but yeah, Google Translate would absolutely shit the bed here, I would say. But this is kind of the flow we do, and then go from here. So yeah, at the more simple stuff, like especially for Kyoto Anomaly, Unicycle, Pizza Time, and whatever, it can work. I think the main problem is voice lines, but like these simple sentences and whatever, I kind of get an idea of, is this a good localization by localizing the game to Dutch as well, which is my native tongue. And then I can immediately see like, this doesn't make sense in Dutch. So I automatically become more like critical of the rest of the localizations. And then I'm just like, hey, this doesn't make sense. You're misrepresenting like the context or whatever. Please do it again. And then give it more information. I think all in, localization for Kyoto Anomaly took like 4 hours, which I think is still like, it's not a crazy high amount of words, but I think it's still pretty fast. And then especially for the payoff, it's pretty okay. I had a French guy tell me, oh, it's good enough. Yeah. Because let's take a look at Kyoto Anomaly last month, I guess. Because it is very much like China and Japan, once again, bigger countries. Germany, Korea, like only one English-speaking country basically in the top 7. And this is why localization is so powerful. Because otherwise we would have like only sold like 76 copies compared to like this much instead. So yeah. How did we get here? Oh yeah. What did you ask for again? I already forgot. I've just been harping on your Steam page for 30 minutes, I feel. Bushy Brows. Hey, does our game count if it's not on Steam? So it's not about demos today. So my Discord has died. It's more about like random stuff, like random questions and things like that. As well. I'm not going to go too deep into trailers though, because I think trailers are way more fun when I can actually download them, put them in my Premiere Pro, and then go through them more frame by frame and all of that. So yeah, Kyle, localize the Steam page, and whilst you're localizing the Steam page, also redo the short description, and then you should be fine. Visually, it reminds me of Blood Thief. Blood Thief is the guy from... he's another game dev YouTuber. Largest, that's it. Yeah, kind of. I mean, there's only so many ways you can make a low poly sword, I feel. It's definitely a different style. of game. I think. Demo update coming June 9th. Oh, this is gonna participate in the Steam Next Fest. I should try this game then. Where do you get playtesters for your game? Have you uploaded, like, uploading builds to itch, depending on the genre, can work to get some traffic? It's rough. You just kind of have to annoy people and hope they want to try out the game. That's what it comes down to. And itch.io is a pretty okay spot for that. Let's take a look. I saw this game rough. It's kind of hard. Does itch allow linking to Steam? Yep, they do. So you can just go to itch. And then let's say Kyoto Anomaly, whatever. In here, more information. You should be able to see like links, Steam. Can I edit the game? Yeah, here. You should also be able to be like, okay, App Store links. If you want to add to Play Store, Amazon App Store, Windows Store. You probably want Steam, you can just put it in here. So itch loves it. Dangerous Bob also, if you want me to check out the Steam page, the place to do that is... Oh yeah, you don't have a description on Twitch, I guess. Does this work? If you do exclamation mark Discord. I don't know if our bot still works. I feel like the bot died. Oh well. Okay, Monterey check. Huh, I feel like my Twitch was configured to auto-ban links. Oh well. I'm gonna look first at Ruff's Steam page, my dear Bob, because Ruff is a member of the channel. He gives me money, so I give him his attention. Also, I feel like you... Oh no, is this the first game you're making? Okay, never mind. I swear I thought about it. Okay, so this is another Rage Baity game. The capsule is very unique, but it fits the style. Like, you immediately get the point. Climb, struggle, argue, and reach the end using only 2 buttons, 1 per head, and a uniquely hard and rewarding control scheme, a test of pure technique, and an homage to an homage. I think this is not a great first screenshot. I would make it something like this, or this. This is too purple and empty. My client is too big for itch. Like your game, you mean, Loya? You can send them a email if you want more storage. Also, itch web upload is 1 gigabyte. If you use Butler, which is like the command line, it's 2 gigabytes. Because Kyoto Anomaly was like 1.9 gigabytes as well. So you just have to upload it through the command line tool then. How does this look? What is this? This is just like a straight up PNG. It's not a 3D model of the guy. Okay, so this game is clearly going the shitposty route of like, what is it? The drug dealer opened a portal to hell in the favela or whatever.
Could you buy the stone next time? Maybe then
Buy the
stop
stone
falling.
next time, maybe. Okay. I think it should start here. Basically. I think this first part, or like, I guess it's a cold open. Yeah, I think it's acceptable. No, this is solid. Probably I would cut to a second scene faster and not show this with the trees above their heads. Like, this is a very weird and abstract effect. I'm not sure what the point is here. You show the gameplay. I don't need to know there are 2 buttons. Yeah, I think this text, and especially the default like Windows font, and then on a black background, wouldn't be it. Steam Workshop to change heads could also be just a meta progression thing. I mean, probably there is already support to change it. When two heavy craniums that can only jump link by a rope, with this limitation, you must learn to move. And learn something about yourself too, to infinite hours of gameplay, fierce effort or endurance and skill, challenging physics-based gameplay. You don't find it easy. Okay. Side scroller, 2D platformers. I feel like psychological horror should be the top tag for this style of game. I think the heads should be Marnix and Thomas. Please no. What do we do? I think it gets a pause for me. It's kind of weird. When would this come out, Rough? I would probably put a month here. There was some stat. I can never find it again because I don't know. It's always hard to find. But I feel like at some point, I think like Chris Zukowski or something said, this month? Why is there not a name then? Put not a name, a date. Is this participating in next festival? You need a date. From what I've heard, like coming soon converts way better or like to be announced than having an actual month or date. Even if said date is in 2027, it still gives more visibility or something, or people are going to be more incentivized to wishlist the game because it doesn't sound as much like, oh, this may never come out. Why is it not updated? Update this. Should be an easy one. I'm going to keep refreshing until it's updated. Yeah, I noticed when I put in a year or month, it gave me more visibility, especially when it's coming out this month, because then you get counted into the like upcoming releases. Because right now, it's not going to be counted in the upcoming releases of June, because it's not listed here. What's it called? If you go to Steam, we got this. I need to make sure I don't click any hentai games, because there's a lot of them I've learned in Japan. Is this an Anomaly game? I feel like I've seen this at some point. Like you have the upcoming releases, and then if you go to more popular upcoming, like this list is based upon the date you configure on your Steam page, not the date you configure in Steamworks. So it doesn't matter that on Steamworks, it says, oh, releasing the 20th or whatever. The date needs to be listed here to be included in this popular upcoming list as well. I thought as long as you lock your date in Steamworks, regardless, you say the date on the page. Really interesting. It says it on the documentation somewhere. Steamworks release date. Sending your game's release dates. Find it. So visibility on lists and pages as popular upcoming depends on release dates. Okay, it's just a link there. It's the only match. It's somewhere. Maybe it's on Steamworks itself, because I feel like I've seen it a bunch of times. Let's pull up a... come on, okay, let's pull up a Steam page and see what it says here. Here. Use this setting to choose how your date appears on the store. When selecting a non-specific format such as month year, so like this, November 2025, or year, your game will be sorted in lists at the end of the selected time period. So in the upcoming, like in this giant list, you're going to be competing with all of the other games basically that have this, like Q2 and then June. Like this is a giant list all of a sudden, because these are all of the games that have not specified a specific date, and they will just be counted as like June 30th as well. So there's only one June 30th game actually that was able to get into this list basically, because all the rest was just being stacked together. I wanted to release July 1st, but that's summer sales. Yeah, you don't want to do July 1st at all. because you don't want to launch in the Steam summer sale. You don't want to launch in Steam sales generally. Steam events is okay, but not Steam sales. So yeah. So many cheap hentais, is it really that financially viable though? I'm not sure. I think with the rise of AI hentai, because the people who play hentai games, they generally don't care as much about it. I don't know fully how the whole AI hentai or like cheap hentai game meta works, because they always seem to sell pretty well. I'm gonna be honest, it's very tempting, but it's probably not as easy as it looks, is my guess. So I'm not gonna make any good statements about that one, I guess. So heading over it. Put a date on here. Probably want to localize the Steam page, but also have you done any content creator outreach is the question then as well. I feel like you want to do the creator outreach as fast as possible. You're probably missing German and French here as well. I would add those two languages. They're pretty big as well. Unicycle Pizza Time had pretty good coverage from Germany as well. I think it's like our 4th or 3rd biggest game. Content 50 content creators. Can always contact more. Those are rookie numbers. Damn, captions available? This guy goes hard. I think it can definitely work if you lean into the shitpost aspect. And then go from there as well. So yeah. Why purple stands out? I think it is more of a surreal game, definitely. Oh, you can also just have two... Is this rocks? Oh no, it's like rough faces. Like the emo ones. It's a very unique art style, I can tell you that. I don't know if it how I feel about it, but we'll see how it goes. Definitely get the release date, I would say, as fast as possible. Add unlockable glosses and hats for it. Yeah, have like the 8-bit glosses. I think that also gives like a reason for replayability, where maybe you can like unlock different outfits or whatever based on how fast you complete the game. I think overall pretty solid. Oh yeah, I was gonna take a look at Dangerous Bob's game. Monterey Jack. Isn't it like cheese or something? I have no idea. Oh. I guess it is. Like 1 hour. Oh, Tube inside as well. I'm like 1 hour late to this comment about this, but I don't know what is denominator. So the title was very unclear to me. I'm not English native, but I know very good English, so props to a lot of people. Yeah, I think that's a good point as well. Because how does denominator get localized? Should I change the name? I'm gonna change the title. Actually, I think the initial wave has gone anyway. I'm gonna update the title because it is a valid point that denominator doesn't make sense. Like a denominator, it's like, okay, let's say we have the number 3 and the number 9. The lowest common denominator for that would be 3, because both of these numbers can be divided by 3, but not any higher ones, I think, right? That's it. So like 1 doesn't get counted. Whatever. Let's change it. I was going for a campy's 80s horror movie vibe. I think from the capsule, definitely you did get that point. Now it should be a more user-friendly, reader-friendly one. Why does it just say trailer here? Oh, good post-processing and vibes. A custom asset? Assume so. I don't know, like the cheese one? Oh, I don't like this. Okay, yeah, so it is like very Poppy's Playtime like. The trailer is okay, but it feels like something's off. Maybe the sound. I wouldn't put the title here, like 19 seconds in, and then all of the black. Unless you like, we're going to cut it into two separate like trailers, basically. But this feels very redundant. Like, I feel like you could start a second trailer, basically, right here. Because then you get the cute music and whatever. Yeah, there's no sound effect here. I think that's a big one that's missing. Get it up to the gameplay faster, I would say, and the sound. Yeah, there was like this transition to the scary music it's not good scary music. Like the music fits here, but not with the cut straight showing the monster, basically. Because it sounds more like battle music and not like horror scary music of like you're getting jump scared. Okay, run as fast as you can. You can't escape the cheese man. Perfect. No notes here. Got a playtest coming soon. I guess you're gonna change this soon. Got a localization support. Welcome to the cheese factory. Monterey Jack and his cursed cheese tips brings everything it touches to life in horrifying twisted forms. Played as high school junior Gordy and enter. This is a perfect horror game plot because it doesn't make sense at all. Into in real time. Stalking with dynamic AI. What's your noise meter? I feel like the stalking with dynamic AI is less of a selling point or like needed here. I think visuals are really good. And then also like the little HUD effects. This is not 600 pixels wide, I feel. Probably for compression reasons. But it fits here, I think, a bit better. Outrun Arts More Than Survive. Like you show gameplay. This looks very good. I think this is definitely a game with good potential, also with content creator covers and all of this. Things like TikToks, Alpha Beta Gamer, like there's a lot of horror YouTubers at the end of the day. I think this would be perfect. Some things that I probably would do. Visit the website. Okay. So, do you have any easily accessible press kits? I'm just gonna pull up Kyoto Anomaly as an example. Something that we did there. And why I think that the press kits can be good. Or wait, actually, do we need press kits? Oh no, actually, you have some pretty good thumbnails. Like screenshots. Yeah, I think you should be fine. I'm just gonna say this anyway still. So when you go to Kyoto Anomaly, I don't know if it goes direct or it goes to the website. Like, visit the website. You go to the website, and then here we can go to the press kit. Like what we do as well is, okay, we have our trailer and then we have our screenshots. And then we also, some of these screenshots, like the backrooms one and then the geisha, like mouth open, these are not screenshots that we put on the store page. We put these purely for YouTube thumbnail creators and whatever, so that people have more options, because you want to make a good, inspiring thumbnail. Basically, you have to imagine a video where yeah, this is actually good. You have good thumbnails. And with thumbnails, I mean, like, you have a good screenshot that you could just put into a YouTube thumbnail. This could work. Let's go to Alpha Beta Gamer. I think that's his ad. This is a pretty big, like, horror variety YouTuber. And, like, let's take a look at their screenshots. Or, like, thumbnails. Like, it's often, like, no text, just, like, the game vibes. And I think the Monterey Jack is a really good fit here. Especially with horror games. Don't just think about screenshots for selling the game. But also just think about how would this look on YouTube? Or, like, similar with, like, a Dashi games. Like, they take whatever screenshots you give them and then turn that into, like, the thumbnails. They maybe put their face screaming on it as well. Yeah, make it easy for YouTubers to make thumbnails. This is less for you specifically. I think you're good. It's more for the other people watching in chat as well. What if the text on the capsule was yellow with blood? Like, going more into the cheese. Maybe. The font is a bit weird because it's that, like, hippies font. But I guess if you want to go for, like, the cute, like, 1980s hippie font. I forgot the name, but I'll find it immediately probably. It's like, you know, this, like, retro cool. I'm not sure if it's the ideal font, but I think, yeah, it's, like, fine enough for now. Definitely, you show your monster, good capsule. It's called Monster 8 Check. I don't think that would be a good one. 70s slasher. No, because I think what he's going for in this case is, like, the packaging of cheese. Ooh, this 3D text effect is questionable, maybe. Also, these are different colors, no, that you use as, like, your base. Like, the welcome feels like it's a darker shade of yellow than to the cheese factory. I think that's the reason why I think it's, like, supposed to be, like, cursed Cheerios box. I don't know, I'm too... Like, it gives me vibes of, like, this style of characters, you know? Which is, like, in that time period, I think, as well. I don't think it's too much. I think it matches the vibe then, maybe, of, like, this is, like, the mascot that... Imagine I would buy a block of cheese from this cheese factory. This guy would, like, be on it and be like, healthy breakfast, or, like, healthy meal contains no lead, or something. The cheese font? Is there a... Oh, Monterey Jack. Yes, let's do this font. I don't think these are great. Pizza Tower, maybe. I feel like they have more of, like, a 7. Yeah. No, I don't think this would fit. Because this is, like, very pixel arty. It doesn't fit the pixel arty vibes. Sure. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in, speaker earlier as well. Cheese, font. But it's only for non-commercial use, and it's gonna be like $5 trillion if you wanna You may not capture screenshots. Products use personal. This is me. So dumb. Font licensing, like no broadcast license. It's like dumb stuff. We're not paying $700 for a font. Did you get anything good on the $2 sale? Oh my god, Sub-Zero Black. Oh my god, you have no clue. Hi Marnix, do you do another stream like this in future months? I'm actually considering to do another stream like this in 12 hours. Does that count? These are very fun streams for me to do and like relatively easy. Order history. We went kind of crazy on the $2 sale. And we spent almost $50. Can I see everything you've done? Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, we spent $45. View order details. We got a lot. We got Wingman. Chat is kind of in the way though. Oh well. Also in the way. I'm just gonna move myself. Wingman, Better Transform, Raycast Pro. These were ones that William wanted. Human Basic Motions was animations. Rope Toolkit, we were like, we're gonna probably use it at some point. Environment Sounds was like, it's easy. We're probably gonna make a space game at some point. We got characters, because this was just cheap and Ida Faber has good assets. We got weapons because we're making a fantasy game anyway, so we got like all the dwarven and skeleton ones. Got creatures because it's a big bag. Giant golem as well. ARPG because we're going to do combat. I thought this was a cute asset pack. Zombie animation, Dragon Girl because it's Ida Faber, and then more environments. I think the order total. I can find this probably. Give me a second. Yeah, here, order summary. We had a discount of $1,733. So, I think we had a good deal. I think this is enough. Also, like, Belgian style credit cards, even if you have the number, you can't really use them because you always need to, like, we have like these little boxes that every time I want to pay, I have to put in like the card and then use like two-factor authentication. It's not like American credit cards where you can just tap and immediately like you're poor. So yeah, it was a good discount. Yeah, indeed. That was the thing. I did the girl mod. That's why it's at like 45. I spent $50. Like we were like 44 and I was like, okay, I need to pick up 3 more. Because then I can get the 10% off again, so it's basically 3 extra free assets. How to dox your address in this one easy move. Constructs, I think you're late to the party. Because my address has been, not like my address, the company's address has been public for a very long time. Because it's actually just listed here. Because we have to write it or we're gonna get sued by the Belgian government. Of like, this is the address we have. Also, like, if you want our VAT number, here you go. So yeah. The benefit is that swatting isn't as much of a thing in Belgium. And I'm also, you can't use a PO box. No, because like a lot of like payment services don't allow you to use PO boxes and things like that. Oh, also, Chibu. I never know how to say Chibu, your name. The Japan tour and house tour videos are probably not gonna go on Patreon. They're probably gonna go on a separate, like, my personal YouTube channel and things like that. And yeah, indeed, Ida Faber models are great. Sub-Zero, if you want emergency waifu. I'm gonna quickly, because we're dropping, I'm gonna do a quick plug for the lads and lasses who haven't done so before. If you want to support us, if you're like, hey, this is good, he's a nice chap, he's a nice fellow, the easiest way to do so is by giving us a Prime sub. So what that means is you can go to Twitch. I shouldn't be logged into myself. Private window. It's gonna start yelling at me, isn't it? If you have Amazon Prime, which a lot of American people do have. Okay, it's muted. Shut up. Who's this stupid guy? You can get a free monthly sub with Prime Gaming by linking your Amazon account to Twitch, which means that you can just give us free money and be like, hey, I appreciate you. I don't want to give you money, but I kind of still want to support you. That will be the best way to make me happy and make me be able to keep eating and keep making these videos. You don't have to do it, but it would be very nice to support these live streams. So yeah, that is my little side tangent. And then if you do the Prime sub, your name will like pop up normally on the stream as well. And I'll say thank you. I will get you next month. I already used mine, yoink. It's fine. So yeah, boo, I used my Prime sub yesterday. Sean, you should have known. You should have known. I should have plugged it earlier. Do you have an associate link for Amazon? We don't. Because, like, Amazon affiliates, like, you need to sell enough, or you, like, now your stuff gets, like, nuked. So we don't have that. Hi, Overwatcher. What is this late stream? What do you mean it's a late stream? It's an early stream. It's 9 in the morning. You're just on the wrong side of the planet. I ain't American and Amazon isn't a thing here. No worries. Loya. Survive, build, and command. Wait, what was the question, honestly? I didn't even look at it. I added GIFs and new screenshots. I'd love to know your feedback. Is the description clear enough? Are the screenshots showing the game properly? Okay, so capsule looks cool. Game looks really pretty, honestly. Oh, I take it back. You're using stroke. Why are you using stroke on like some of your text elements? Thomas moved to Japan as well. Thomas did not move to Japan because he has this Belgian waifu, and that's it. You know what this game kind of reminds me of? What's the Pocket Pair game? Not Pal World, the other one, Craftopia. It gives me Craftopia vibes, this game, which I think is good because Craftopia performed really well. I think the UI, like this is like default TextMesh Pro font as well, I would say, which isn't ideal. Could use some love, but the overall visual style of like all of this stuff, I think the main problem is just the text and like, you know, the 93 overflowing into the mana bar or whatever it is. Kind of meh. But I think overall gameplay looks really, really solid. 5 building command walking bases, armed with cannons to battle giant monsters in this unique open multiplayer open world game. Release date to be announced. Nice supported languages, which is fine. Early access trailer. Ooh, good gifs. Kind of. I feel like the inverse kinematics aren't all there for this one. Time to explore the vast world of Loya. Compression is rough on this, but I guess there's nothing you can do here. Building. Servers are optimized to handle up to 25 players. I don't know if that it could handle more, but never tested it fully. Matches. Chrissy says don't do early access. I think this is a perfect game for early access. Like, you don't want to do early access for a game like yours, Monterey Jack. That doesn't make sense. But a crafty, buildy, open world survival game, go for early access. If like this is what you probably want, because this is a really great genre. This is like a game that early access you can already charge $20 for, most likely, if it's good. And then like combat and things like that. This is a game that you need that player feedback as well. There's only like 2 games basically where early access makes sense. And it's automation games where you just have a good loop that's already like 10 hours or whatever you want to expand upon. Or it's these open world survival crafty games. So many of them, almost notoriously, are early access. And some of them eternally stay early access, or some are done after 5 years. Also, Moxan, thank you very much for the Prime sub. It helps out a lot. I'm not sure if this would be the first GIF I would put, but I think overall this, like, I would probably put this GIF first. Add defenses to your base by placing towers that automatically attack enemies. The best defense is a good offense. The second image looks fantastic. Like this one, I guess, is really good. How? Let's look. Because I feel like it's kind of hard. 7.8k. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Because this looks like an amazing game. Oh, what are you asking me again? Are the screenshots showing the game properly? Yeah, absolutely. I think indeed the UI and like these overlaps, the UI is a bit messy and like inconsistent. But if I'm just not imagining the UI, I think it's fine. Tubu and Twitch is like the trailer is really weirdly structured. I changed the order. I can take a look at the trailer actually. I haven't done so. Official trailer. Okay, so it feels like a very okay, so the lower thirds, like title cards, I probably would change. I would show. I get what Tupachubu, it's always so hard to say the name, means of that the clips are kind of weirdly structured. Like, you probably wouldn't want to put two scenes of you just running. I guess you can do transition together. Also, thank you very much, Dangerous Bobs, for the $5. It helps out a lot. I like every time you try to say it awkwardly, so I won't tell you how to say it. I think the music choice is good, but I think it needs like more layering of sound effects underneath the music choice, basically. And I think, yeah, probably this makes it feel more peaceful. I would probably go for like one of the... There was like some really good ones. Like this one I would probably put earlier, like the Mech versus Tiny. Like this is like a 1 second clip. I would make this longer and put this up front because this is a money maker shot. This is like so cool. And then you can ride the stuff yourself. Also, probably you want the golem to rise before you fight it. Just from like a, you know, more combat thing where you frame it of like, you have this beautiful land, let's say, we take that shot. And then the monster rises and then the combat starts. Whereas now it's like, we have the beautiful land shot. Then there's a whole bunch of other stuff in between. Then it's combat, and then the monster rises, which makes less sense because we're fighting it already in advance. I think the adventure awaits. I feel like this should be your final call to action before you transition. So this is like going to be, you play this clip at like 1 minute, transition this into the running, and then you go from this fade into your final call to action screen. And then get rid of this because this is very empty, I would say. Just a single hit. This is pretty. It doesn't tell me much, but it's at the end, so it's fine. Yeah, like this is pretty swaggy altogether, I would say. Content creation options for your game is a good tool. Do you mean Lona? Do you mean like workshop? Because that's probably not worth it. Like if it's like I guess like technically the ships could be like user generated content, like Tears of the Kingdom like. But I don't think you need like a community workshop for this. That's the whole point of like early access, I guess, that you could do. I think you probably, if I look at this, I think a quick win to make this game look way more polished would be to give a font overhaul for like all of your UI prefabs. I wouldn't worry about the workshop, but like some things I like. Like this is like a very nice font style. My face is in the way. Like for here. And then this looks pretty okay, but then things like padding, like here up top, the mine ores, I don't know if you guys can see it on stream, like it's stuck against the top of like the border. And then here there's way too much spacing. This font should be smaller so it like makes more sense and it doesn't overflow. Like these are very small things that make the game look more cheap. Also things like not consistent use of stroke. So forest here has no stroke. Energy and dismount has stroke. And yeah, there is a readability difference. I would probably, my beloved is drop shadow personally. I hate stroke, and I would get rid of the stroke and instead use this. Drop shadow, and then also in like shots like this is then a different font. The hold F, I feel, because this is TextMesh Pro. Now this may also be a case of this is an older screenshot that you recorded like a week or 2 weeks or whatever before you took this one. Could also be possible. Where's the one with the crafting? Like your menu UI. Like here also, the search recipe, this is a TextMesh Pro italicized. Make this more... is this TextMesh Pro? I'm not sure. But then also you have stroke in a button. I think this button should be different as well. Is this all railway? Then I think it's a stroke thing. But this does not look like... The search recipe does not feel like the railway. I think either you use stroke or you don't use stroke, but I don't think you need to use stroke when you already have a more border thing around it. Like using stroke inside of a container doesn't make sense, and it's very inconsistent. I don't think you're using the same font, or if you are, you're using different font weights. Because you can also see here the 0919, like the clock. This is a way more thin font than like the fonts up here. And that's like the small thing that I may be annoyed at. Is this going to be the one thing that's going to give you 10,000 wishlists extra overnight? No. But I think it's going to be like a thing that is relatively easy and can make the game like a nicer experience or like seem way more professional. Maybe I'm overcomplicating things. But I think, yeah, definitely like density then could be a thing. Also, Grod Games, gonna make trailer 2 and update Steam page, new capsule screenshots in 2 weeks when I'm back on PC. Can you give me feedback on improvements? Thank you for the $5, by the way. His game is 100. Is it Gorilla versus 100 Man? It's Gorilla versus 100 Man. I wasn't sure which one of it was. Okay, so capsule, I think is swag. I think the capsule is perfectly fine. And encapsulates exactly what we need. Yeah, I was planning to get to this level of polish when I'm... Did this guy tell you how he got all his wish lists? Oh, yeah, Grot. Tube, you don't know, right? Content creators. It basically went big. This is after the fact already, but this is 4.4 million views, and then Famiko Gema picked up on this. Can we find it? And this is also 3.2 million views, basically. And then the news article itself. Sure, let's translate this for you, chaps. Also got... No, like Den Famiko Gamer is, I would say, the biggest Japanese games media outlet. There's 2 big ones, Den Famiko Gamer and Automaton. I've never managed to get onto Den Famiko Gamer, but I have been able to get onto Automaton. So this is like 10,000 wish lists in press coverage, because then it got picked up by Den Famiko, And then it got picked up by Pirate Nation, which is like kind of a unique XD Everything channel, we should say. Who would win in your opinion? Definitely the 100 humans, I would say. Easy. Like, the first 50 will die. I wouldn't want to be the first half, but I think definitely the 100 humans would kill at the end of the day. Like, I think as long as you're not going in this, like, you know, Jackie Chan fight, where there's only like one human being sent each time. That's the beautiful thing about humans. We can speak, we can communicate. I think if you can do teamwork, you can get the gorilla. Although, yeah, you know. What is this AI picture? Like, AI suggestion. Can I get a good like representation? Like, yeah, they're giant. But I think 100 is a lot. Everyone says that, but no one volunteers to be the first 50. We can't even get... Yeah, humans will win. That's the thing. We just out-stamina everything. I don't think this game needs a demo, I would say. Okay, so we have screenshots. I think screenshot-wise, we are okay. How is this gameplay actually? It's a single-player game. It's localized. We got customization. I would probably add GIFs here. Because you have GIFs anyway, right? Because how else? Or is this like trailer cuts, probably? Add some GIFs in here of the gameplay once again with like the cool stuff. Like, for example, the gorilla shitting. Where is it? Like here at the beginning. Like this. This is probably something that I would turn a GIF into and then put it somewhere in here. Because right now this is a very big wall of text. And that I would split it up a little bit. GIF, not GIF. You mean GIF? I'm going to keep saying GIF. I guess screenshot like from variety. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna have multiple environments. It's a good one. If you have multiple environments, definitely I would showcase them here. Because it is like one scene right now. I think you're planning on changing it. Yeah, because this is just a very simple teaser trailer, I guess. If you make a new trailer, put the release date in the trailer as well. So it gives a more tangible call to action, I would say. I'll revamp the water with realistic water and revamp the island. Do you think that will throw people off? I don't think so. Because that's not at the end of the day why people would come to the game as well. I think definitely if you can get some extra levels in here, for example, stage-wise, it could help. Like having like, even if it's just 3. And then you also have like visual breakup. And you can do it like tie it to difficulty or whatever. Extra levels would, I think, be the goal. Launch with 3. And then if the game blows up, after like 4 months or something, launch a 4th extra one. And then you can do like custom Steam artwork overrides to pop off more. And then go from there. Okay, you have a moon level. Yeah, so put them on here as well. Probably also, yeah, you can update like the different gorillas then. So, because I know from the Discord, these are made more recently. Put them in here as well. Not gonna lie, if I saw it in my Steam queue, I don't know if $10 would be the game I would charge for this. I think like $6, $7 would be better here. Yeah, like 5, 6, 7, not $10. I feel like $5 here indeed. 20% launch discount. Think of raising it to 7. I would. You can do 7, but then do the 20% launch discount, I think. Also, a man versus 100 man mode. Or 1 man with guns versus 100 gorillas. Who would win? I think this game has a lot of potential. But I wouldn't worry too much about like unlimited extra features and whatever. I think with this, you want to capitalize on the momentum you have right now of 10,000 wishlists. And then launching July 16th, or like, I assume this is going to be July 15th for you. It's 16th for me because you're launching in like different time zone. Yeah, don't do $4.99 and then 20%. Also, the profit to trigger the algorithm will not be a thing. I would do 10% if you do $4.99. 20% would be what I would do if you go to $7. But if you're gonna stay at like $5 or $6, you do 10% launch discount, and you do it more for the green thing. The algorithm doesn't care usually as much about like money. It looks at things like playtime as well, conversion rate of wishlist to purchase, and less about, oh, this game has made us $1 million, and this game that was way cheaper only made us $250,000 or whatever. That one isn't as much of a thing. And they look at reviews as well. How many reviews do you get and all of that? And go from there. But I think, yeah, definitely $5 with 10%, or if you go $6 or $7 to 20%, I would say. But I wouldn't do 20% with 20% with $5. Because also you have to keep in mind, most of your wish lists, I think right now, are going to be from like Japan. You're going to have to keep in mind localized pricing. My advice, but this is gonna eat in your profits probably, is to price it at 500 yen. The problem is this is like $3.50. I don't know if I have an example for this. Let me check my wallet. I don't think I have one. No, okay, but basically, like this is a 100 yen coin. In Japan, the denominations go up to 500, and I think it's something we did with Unicycle Pizza Time. We deliberately priced the game at 500 yen because 500 yen is the fuck it money for Japanese people. Because it's like, you can then say, oh, it's one coin. It's like a commonly used Japanese marketing term. Maybe I can find it if I just Google it even. Like one... Find it, why does it not? They basically have like it's a whole thing about one coin in like their advertising, and it's something that I noticed from our streamers as well. When someone was playing Unicycle Pizza Time, let's do it. 500 yen with 20%. Yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't do 20% once again if you're doing it that long. 800 yen with discount. I don't know if 800 yen with discount, like it's still gonna sell probably. I don't know. I think at the end of the day, maybe you will sell like terms of copies less, but terms of money earned more. 800 yen. You don't want to do a one-to-one conversion though. How much is this? Because if your game is gonna be $7, then maybe. But you have to keep in mind the Japanese average salary, like 1 hour of working somewhere, is like $7. This is around what you earn if you're doing like a regular style, like convenience store worker job or whatever. Japanese purchasing power is not that high. Japan is an expensive country by Asian standards, but it's still way cheaper than like Western countries, so to say. So keep that in mind. Don't just think, Japan is rich, right? One of the biggest GDPs in the world. It's not the case. So don't go for that one-to-one. I think for... like, this is in our case though, our games have a pretty steep oh no, it's like a pretty steep discount for Japanese yen, I think. Like Japanese yen basically has a 30% discount based on the default price. Because the actual price is $4.99, and if you convert 4.99 yen to $3.44. Yeah, do something that hits 500 after 20% discount. So Japan is working very much, but don't have a lot of money. Yeah, like how Japan works as well is that like there is less wage disparity, basically. The difference between lower class and higher class, like upper class, is way more small. Or like, yeah, like, you know, you have very, very poor people in the US and you have very, very rich people in the US. But that like minimum and maximum is way more compressed in Japan, where more people can just live pretty comfortably without hating their life and being miserable. But also less people are hella rich and things like that. And indeed, I would just go for 10% on launch for the green thingy. And then go 20% the next time that you do a discount. The yen is worth much less than the dollar indeed, and that is even after the dollar has been tanking for the past few months. I don't know, USD to yen. Like, it used to be way it's coming back. Like, it used to be way stronger. Like, 10% down. Even then, yeah. Does the yen automatically convert to USD via Steam? No, you pay in yen. Basically. Or what do you mean, Niluna? I'm waiting for it to go back up to convert money. Yeah, that's the problem we have. Of like, Steam pays us out in US dollars. And it's just been down. So we've lost like 10% of Steam revenue. Because we work in euro. So yeah. Glad to be here, Skippy. Thank you for being here, Skippy. I'm happy that you're here as well. I think overall, I think most of this is actually pretty fine. I think variety and showing more of the game. This is a good first Steam page of like announcing. But I think you can go further with this by adding more GIFs, showing more variety, and then like you already have this picture. But I think this is an in-between one. Really replayable with short, intense game sessions. Clear your gear, regular physics, instant action, no fluff. Yeah, I think this is fine. Otherwise, probably wanna. But I talked about this with you on Discord already. Make something like what we did, link a website, and then have something like this, content creation guidelines, especially because Japan is so big, basically so that people know that, hey, we can monetize Bite Me games, basically, and go from there. But then like put some links in here. You probably want to have a Discord as well, just so people can join with like bug reports and whatever, because you want to make sure that they can do more than just give feedback through reviews, because a lot of people don't use discussions and they immediately leave feedback through reviews, which is not what you want to have either. So that's why like a Discord or a QQ or whatever can help as well. I'm gonna play this demo right now. I'm gonna try DoubleX's game, because he's a chill dude, and I want to try out his game. And gonna see it from there. I downloaded this before, so any feedback is super appreciated. Also, the due date is in 3 days. Would love some playtesters for my Game Jam game. Now, DoubleX, homie of the show, friend of the channel, whatever you want to call him, made some solid games, I would say. I love his art style. Yeah, Harbinger, 644 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. Cryptis, 640. Oh, damn, Harbinger overtook like 2 very overwhelmingly positive games. It's my downloads. Very Unreal Engine-y. Start. Gonna get there. Oh, please don't tell me that the stream's gonna crash. Because that is the one issue with Unreal games. They do sometimes die. I think my stream deck died. How did my stream... Oh, no. Settings. Do we have a frame rate limit? Yes, we do. I'll put it at 60. I like the audio. I would almost say it's a bit quiet. I'm gonna make it bigger, louder for myself. Okay. Once again, you start at 100%. I would start at 50%, but that's just me. But for a game jam game, this is probably like pretty polished already. I'm not used to the goal Nash fam for his next games is to make his next games paid. Like these were his two like learning games basically. Doesn't the game get stuck in your temp folder if you open like that from Winner? Yeah, like it doesn't get stuck. Okay. Okay, so my mouse does nothing. It's just keyboard and mouse only. This does look very like this is like the double X art style, which I do enjoy. Okay, so like walking this direction does feel a bit weird. That's the problem. Okay, so we found our head. Eat to talk. Ooh. Well, well, well. What do we have here? A headless one. That's rare. Where are you headed? Get it? I'm looking for my hat. It's classic, your own hat. They use being a cliche. I just. Yeah. You should even tell me one day. Who are you? My name's Patch. Been around here for a long time, watching fools and heroes when you buy. Am I? I just need to find my head. I want head. Take this sword. I feel like we're seeing each other. So good luck. Hope you need it. This looks like it runs like ass. I don't know. I'm running an RDX 4070, but like I'm running this on a laptop while live streaming. It looks really laggy. I think it's a little bit. So we have like this bar. It's just my regular stuff. It's not like I have to charge anything up. The thing is, like, his animations aren't smooth like 30 FPS. It's more like, you know, a sprite sheet that you're going through. I think you forgot the mullet character's head. No, the whole point is we're gonna find the head. This dude just wants some head. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is like 2D, 3D platforming or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna be horrible at this. Because it's like the confusing part of like what I need to push, kinda, because I'm going backward. Okay. Oh my god, fucking hell. Can I sprint? Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. This feels very... I don't think I would want to play a full-ass game with like this control scheme because it's very fucky. Because it's 2D, but it's like, you know, you lack the depth basically needed to correctly play this. Did I actually have to do any of this platforming? I feel I could have just walked through the water like an idiot. So now we're back into combat. And probably want to do some calling or whatever. Can I go into the rock? Yeah, I'm in the rock. Let's go. I'm in combat. Thank you, Grod Games, for the $10 as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I feel like I'm kind of stuck now. I don't know where I need to go. Or maybe I need to go outwards that way. Yes. It feels very hard because like know like where I'm attacking. It's definitely a more slower paced. And like how much damage I do and all of that. Because I feel like though like some of these hits should hit. But I guess it's based upon my movements. Might need some slight aim assist. Yeah. I mean, remember guys, this is like a game jam project that took like a few days of development, I think. Set Rich. Oh, it's... What was his name? I forgot already. Patch. Well now, I'm still standing impressive. Still got work to do. Sure got dedication, respect that. I want the skip button so it goes faster. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you continue, you'll soon reach a ridge. The ridge houses something evil, so tread carefully. Before you go, I got something for you. Stamina potion! Off you go. See you around. How does he know where his enemies are? He hasn't got ears or eyes. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Come on, little shit. It also feels like very weird when like these arrows come in. I think because of the 2D facing aspect, to know, is this like orb spell thing going to hit me, yes or no? Because I have no idea like how far the enemy is from me now. I feel like that's like a fundamental issue with like this style of games. We kind of ran into this with a prototype I once made of like Journey to the Peak, where we almost had to offset the angle by like 5 degrees or something, so we had a bit more depth information versus a purely side view of the game. But it's definitely a bit of a struggle, because I feel like that orb should have hit me, for example, and I don't know if this will hit me, yes or no. Okay, so I just keep killing stuff. Okay, next, what's we gonna talk about now? Patch. Made it. That was nasty. Thanks. However, oh fuck, I didn't read everything. I'm not entirely sure how to put this. Just tell me it's you, but also not you. Some sort of twisted person, but you do have your head back. Searching for your head. This beast has it. Not much else to do. To face it. Har. Well, you may need to fight it. Perhaps somebody will to talk. Maybe to continue how it gets back. Okay, best of luck. Rooting for you. Also, what did you use to make your website? It's made using Vercel V0, and I just asked it to make me a pretty website with cards like Balatro, basically. I'll dive into it in a second after this game if you want. Oh, so this is the boss, I guess? Oof. Is he gonna clap me or am I gonna clap him? I guess we're not talking. Unless the language is violent. I'm missing some strategy as well. Is it... Ow. There's just one attack at the end of the day. So it's more of a spam. It's not like I can dodge or whatever. Also, Trojan, for me, it's almost 10 in the morning. You just got some more strength in you. Keep fighting. Ow. Motherfucker. I guess I can't attack you to like kill your goons. Come here. God. This is just like me swinging at the air. Okay, no. I don't know if I can... Okay, so at least I think probably because it's a game jam version that he knows balance is whack. Like, you kind of just reset and keep going. Ow. What health does this guy have? Is there a dodge? I don't think so. I tried like all the common buttons, like Control, Shift, and whatever. Like right click. They don't do anything. Come on. I feel like I'm just... Oh, he's gone. Now what? Do I just keep going? Guess so. The environment is very pretty. Oh, I guess there is patch. Bad for the boss because it's basically fighting the immortal guy. Well, it's too bad for him. You survived, thank the heavens. I fought myself, were able to talk to it. Nope. Probably because the developer didn't want to program it. Might be something... What is it? I'm old, been wondering how these parts from longer I can remember. If I could help a young soul like you get back their head, even if it costs, what do you mean? I'm willing to sacrifice myself in order to get you back ahead. Oh, Patch is gonna give me a head, guys. Let's take him. I want some head. Get there. Patch gives himself up so that you become whole again. Your search has come to an end, and you can now truly experience life once more, thanks to his sacrifice. Thank you, Patch. Was it the game? Well, the music stopped. I think we have reached the end of the game. Oh, yeah, okay, that was that. Okay. So, let's take a look-sees. Oh, he had an updated version. I should have looked at that. Yeah, platforming section is very evil, and it's kind of miserable. I also missed like the option where you could skip forwards. Combat is okay. It didn't feel like I had much control. Indeed, I missed the lock-on as well. I don't understand why introduce stamina. Yeah, I would have gotten rid of the stamina. Okay, he has... Oh, no, actually, I think I downloaded this version. No, because this is 707. This is 708. 18 minutes ago, my dude. Oh, well. Too bad. Oh, there's buttons. So, jump, dodge, attack, interact. Yeah, zoom in and out. So, pretty basic. For that game company, X-Corp Laser Jam. Playtester username checks out, I guess. In the meantime, I'm going to quickly take a look if I can pull it up for you. This website. So we have the Bite Me Games website. We used to have Squarespace, but it was honestly not worth it because we just wanted something that was like easy and like just like a cool way to show our games, and a link to press kits. We have a YouTube and then a contact form. And then we wanted on top of that this thing. And it's like, I'm not gonna pay $240 or whatever for that. So how I did it is I just wrote a giant ass prompt of what I wanted. I want a simple website. I want my games to be cards. I gave like the aspect ratio. This is just the Steam library things. And then it basically just made this. And then I published this. I linked it to our domain, and that's it. V0 is okay. You have all of these different ones. You have Lovable, whatever. You're not making anything complicated at the end of the day. Anything can make this at this point, like a website like this. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think this was done in how many prompts? 24 prompts in total. And this is like including updates for adding Kyoto anomaly and whatever. Yeah, an AI made this in like an hour or something. A little bit more. I made this website because I wanted something that was like, looks pretty okay, and it's like fine. Oh yeah, like links to like our sponsor deck. So yeah, this was an easy vibe coded thing because it's like very simple and it works. That's nice, easy peasy. Yeah, I think DoubleX, the guy who made the game that we just played, he also did a similar thing because he asked me like, "Hey, how did you make your website?" I'm pretty sure this is also a V0 made game, and this is also very nice and swanky. Yeah, this feels very much like a V0. If you know, you know, with like the icon choice and things like that. But like also like the view on Steam, this is also AI made. And things like that. Huh? He made a. He also has been doing some vibe coding. I feel Steam page generator. But yeah, I think it's pretty nice that like you can make these really swanky looking websites. Like for stuff like this where it's static text, it's like this is way easier and you can make something way nicer than like a Jekyll or whatever. I'm not sure I want to start AI vibe coding. Yeah, the thing is I don't want to learn JavaScript. I just want to say make it look like this and not worry about like CSS and whatever. So it's fine. I think we can close this. Do we have more stuff to talk about? I think we've been doing 2.5 hours at this point. I think I'll probably wrap it up relatively soon. Nothing new came in. If you do have stuff, also I have never heard about Playtester. I'm sorry. I feel like if I look at Playtester, playtester.io. I've never heard of this. I think. Find games, I guess. Popular. This also feels like a vibe code thing where it like looks at what Steam has, I guess, like what's available on Steam, and they go from there. Have you guys announced what you're working on? Yeah, Maid Cafe Simulator, which like explains it kind of good, and then Age of Rot, which is a medieval COD zombies, basically. What are your thoughts on $80 Mario Kart? I'm just gonna go for the Japanese one. And then it's cheaper, and I'm just gonna take it because it's cheaper here, everything. But I have to wait until I get an invite, basically. Because like the benefit for me, and like, yeah, this is a regional locked one, but it's like I live here, so I need to learn it anyway. Is like, oh, it's a lot cheaper. Surprise. $372, and this is including Mario. Thoughts on it? It's a lot. Now, I don't generally buy like full price new games because my backlog is already so big, and like I usually, like if I do play something, it's like boomer shooters or whatever. Doom Eternal sucks. I have not bought... No, not Doom Eternal. Doom the Dark Ages. Because the pricing is just disgustingly fucked for EU. Is what I've learned. Like, current price $70, right? Which is like, you know, $70 to euros. I would pay this for Doom. 61 euros. But get fucked, because the game is for some reason 80 euros. Which translates to $90. Which I think this is kind of crazy how they fucked up. Or like, I don't think they fucked up. I think this is done on purpose. Because of like higher VAT basically. And they just calculated it in here instead of being like, we're gonna eat the higher VAT. They're like, ah, fuck it, we'll get away with it. So I don't like this. V0 hosting is for free, and you don't even have to pay for it because you run it through Vercel. So Vercel is a platform that has like a very good free tier. I'm not gonna leak all this, I think. And then all you need is to like pay the $10 a year for the domain, and that's it. But yeah, I just complain about this. This is disgusting and I hate it. $90 for Doom the Dark Ages, whereas here it's like $70. So yeah. Okay. Also, Nash fan FL13. What made you move to Japan, Marnix? Or is there a video on it? What made me move here is that I like the country. I love the country to begin with. It's cheaper for me runway-wise to live here. And then third off, my girlfriend lives here. So now I get to live with my girlfriend because she's, yeah, Casey Snipes says it. Love good food and all of that. And less because of like, oh, I'm a giant anime otaku. Like, I watch more J-dramas than I watch anime at this point. Which both of them is pretty low numbers. But I do enjoy most of the stuff here. Yeah, waifus, but then like my own waifu, I guess. So that's kind of it. My thoughts on Japan's population collapse. Not many young people. I mean, it's okay. My life here is very slice of life because I have a window right here. And like every morning, I see like 250 kids walk by, like all in their little school uniforms and whatever. And I hear like the bell and it's like, oh, I'm living in a slice of life anime. So here. How upset is she from 10 to 20 about you not going to the gym anymore? I am going to the gym again. I don't know if I can show this. Because I'm here in Japan, so I just got a gym subscription again. Because I'm here like longer term now and I live really close to a gym. I think I can show you. The one problem is that I've lost all my muscle over the last like 9 months that I didn't go to the gym, but we're going back. Because after this stream, I'm probably just heading straight to the gym. Yeah, you want to see your boy? Yesterday we did shoulders and traps, and chest and tries. We're back in the we're back at going to the gym, but I have a lot of way to go still because I've gone very much down from my, like, I used to bench 70 kilos and now I can barely do 50. So yeah. So I think indeed I can regain it pretty fast because I know the diet stuff. I know the stuff I need to do. And I just like going. So we're going to keep going from there. Okay, NMN, I'm going to check out your game still. And then after that, I'm going to wrap up the stream, I think, because it's been almost 3 hours. And like I said, I maybe want to do another one later. Sleep. 9. Normally game $8. Okay, that's, I think, too highly priced. Screenshot. I can't see anything. This is very dark. Okay. I think your vignette is way too strong. You have a trailer here at the end. This is a weak opening. This is a 2-minute trailer for an anomaly game. This is too long. You should start here. First 12 seconds were wasted already. The train has anomalies. I don't think you needed to explain that. You could show that. There is very weak sound design here because you're being chased by a monster and you're walking in slow motion. This is like me running from my monster in my dreams where it's like so slow. You also have a... This is marked as interview/dev diary for some reason. Okay, I think the trailer isn't great. Like, you don't need to show your settings menu or whatever. You have a companion, which is good. No localization, which I think is bad. Especially for a gameplay time of 15 to 60 minutes, €8 is too much. DMDB. Of mistake, I kind of was tired of making this game, so I rushed it. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the price definitely is going to be way too high for people to be interested in it. Because you're double the price of Kyoto Anomaly and double the price of an Exit 8. And I think that is a very rough sell for a 15 to 16 minute game. Note for players with an AMD GPU. Please refrain from buying it. I feel like this is kind of weird. The thing is, this game is out already. So I don't think it makes sense. Also, like, your settings menu doesn't belong as a key feature, I would say. You want some GIFs here. Face them, push forward, and take your seat. Do not turn back. So how are you doing the spotting then? Walk dimly into the lit coaches. Search for signs of anomalies. If you see... Do not ignore the anomalies. Do not turn back. If you see anomalies, turn back. What is it, my dudes? I did that price because I had a high discount. I don't know. I did. I think it was a mistake. Yeah, I think it was. I think this would have been better as like $5, $4. So yeah, either you turn back or you do not turn back. I don't know. This is very weirdly written. I feel like this can be made a lot tighter. I think some of these screenshots are too dark to see anything in. Like, what am I looking at here? My first project ever, I promised myself to finish within 4 months. I went 12 hours a day. And did you finish within 4 months? But yeah, I can guess if you work that hard on it, it can kind of get annoying very quick. Gooder than you. What's up? What time is it in Japan? Strange stream time. Time is 10:12. So I guess all of the American bros are like, what? It's an evening stream for me? So yeah, this is just for you. I did finish it. You want to try it in the future? Nah, probably not. Because it's like, I would rather give my feedback to someone who has not developed, like not released the game yet. Like who is at like the demo stage or playtest stage. Because the impact that I will have now on this game is not going to be anything, basically. So it feels kind of redundant, and then I would rather give better feedback that is more meaningful and someone can do more with it to someone who's still in development of their game, basically. Like, I don't mind looking at like a store page, but like the standard stuff, you didn't localize, there's no GIFs, this is a lot of text, and like the trailer is kind of meh. Also, your font choice is pretty weird, I would say, for the game, because also you have like the stylized font, but then the stylized font didn't come with numbers or something, so it's very different indeed. Anyways, lads and lasses, if you want me to do more of this and you have your own questions or whatever, Lotus Lost Memories, yours is going to be for the next one. Go over to our Discord. I think the Discord bot didn't work right. I'm just gonna dump. Oh no, if you're on YouTube, you can see the link in the description. If you're not on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, if you're a homeboy on Twitch, you can pop in there. And then there's a channel called Improve My Game. Whatever question you may have, put it in there. It doesn't have to be, please look at my store page. It could also be like, what do I do with my game? Do you think this mechanic makes sense? And all of that. And I'll go over it in the next stream. So, yeah. Everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. I think we had a great stream. I may be biased. But yeah. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you have any questions or whatever, to Discord and whatever, then, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.